go ahead.
I have a question. My sister put on the fridge some food made for the idolatry days. Can I eat them after the 25 ends at midnight, meaning on 26, or must I discard it, for example, to the dogs? And I have three audience here. Answer for a from person, answer for about 2 hour converting person, and C is answer for a no.
Okay, so can you give me an example of the food so I know?
Yeah, it's cold food. It's eggs with tuna and some tomatoes.
Okay. Okay. So I would say, so you asked me for 3 answers. I think it's exactly the same answer for all 3 category of people, for Jews from Jews and somebody's noahite or somebody in process of conversion. There is no problem eating this food because this food was not used for worshiping an idol. So only what some implements that were worshiping that idol, so we're not allowed to derive any benefit. But if it was for Gentiles, they have leftover from the meal, I mean, technically there is no problem. I mean, it's not like this idol of their requires these offerings of the eggs or tuna. It's not true. That they can eat, I think, the way I understand, they can eat any food. There is no specific food. So it's not, since there is no ritual food, so we treat it exactly as any other food. And tuna, plus eggs, there is no problem. There is no problem. Okay, here, no, you know what? Maybe I spoke too fast. There is another prohibition that we have, that we are not allowed to eat what Gentile cooks, bishul akum, right? So we're not allowed to eat, but we're not allowed to eat foods that can only be eaten while cooked, like for example meat, right, or fish. Right? Most of the people not going to eat raw fish or something, right? And food that is fit to be on a king's table. So eggs, you can eat raw eggs. So some people do drink these raw eggs for the boys, or for I don't know, just they enjoy it. There is no problem. So that's why you can eat cook eggs. But tuna, usually if it's prepared, if the Gentile prepared the tuna like it was a raw tuna steak, that's would be the problem, right? So you would not be a Jew would not be allowed to eat this fish, right? This tuna, because it was cooked by a Gentile. It is true. But if it's like canned tuna, like in a can, in a jar, there is no problem whatsoever. You understand? So what else? Vegetables also, there is no problem. Okay. What else? Any other questions?
For me, that was the only one.
All right. Thank you. Okay, no problem. If no questions, yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Sorry, I joined in late. To add to that question, you said we're not allowed to eat cooked food by a Gentile.
Yes, yeah. Right? So if they cooked by Gentiles, so two separate things. If they brought something to the idol, is always forbidden. Raw, cooked, that doesn't matter, right? So that's one thing. But separate prohibition, we're not allowed to eat cooked. There is that were cooked by Gentiles, yes, and something that is fit to be on a king's table, like some meat and fish and cheese. Cheese, okay, cheese is a separate issue. I don't know, I don't want to go. Even though cheese is a separate issue, but all of these important foods. even technically potatoes.
So would like sushi fall under that category?
Sushi,
Because I know-
of
I know-
course.
I know
One second.
Yeah, because I know some markets and some restaurants, they have a little section for sushi, and the people that are making them, or you can tell, I don't know if they're Jew or not, or whatever, but they're from what do you call it?
Asia, from Asia, yeah.
Asian descent, yes.
Mhm.
So I mean, how does something like that work, or are we still allowed to buy?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Exactly. So that's. Thank you very much. It's a good question. So it's a second part of the question is actually, so if it's but if a Jew started the process, or he participated in the process, or he oversees the process, and what is oversee the process? He turned off the oven, right? He started he mixed something, like he cooked this rice. He did, I don't know, he cut the fish. Well, whatever he did, there is no problem. So these workers could be non-Jew. There is no problem. And most of these workers in a Jewish restaurant, they're not Jewish, but they know a Jewish kitchen very, very good. And so there is no problem because there is a supervision. So and supervision, and Jew did some. He participated in some in some of the processes, whatever processes, cutting the raw fish, or cooking, or putting water, or mixing in a pot, or whatever he did. So, but he participated. That's technically enough for us. So, but if it's sushi that are not kosher, that there's no kosher supervision, so you're not allowed to eat them. Even if they say it is a salmon, salmon is kosher fish, and rice is kosher, and seaweeds are kosher, and I don't know whatever they have what else, avocado, whatever they have of course all the ingredients as kosher, but for us it's not kosher. Well, what is the problem? The problem is that it could be mixture of other fish, which is not kosher, like eel, and they have eel for sure, some other non kosher fish in there, and they cut it with the same knife. So on the same knife could be residue from that fish. I mean, they don't wash their knife every 3 seconds, so he would cut for this person with that person, and you would be able, and you will be eating in a sense non kosher fish, even if it's minute amount. So that's why we're not buying anything from non kosher restaurants.